What's going on, everybody, and welcome to my match recap and player ratings for yesterday's game. Manchester United 3, Tottenham 2. I've just finished watching the Chelsea-Newcastle game. Chelsea getting a late winner in that one. Kai Havertz again stepping up to the mark and saving them. He's been absolutely brilliant, and Lukaku needs to take a lot of leaves out of his book because he's not at it, and Kai has been at it for months now, consistently. But anyway, back into yesterday's game. 3-2 Manchester United. My son actually predicted 3-2. He got the prediction right. I went for 2-2, and so look, it was more than I was expecting us to get. While I don't think we played exceptionally well, I think we at least deserved a draw and probably maybe edged it. There were mistakes, obviously. The Maguire own goal. The trouble with that is if he doesn't try and clear it, then people have a go at him for that as well. But the thing is, he doesn't know, but Romero was offside. So if Romero goes and gets a tap in and he doesn't slide in, it wouldn't have stood. But Maguire doesn't know that. Do you know what I mean? So I have a little bit of understanding with that yesterday, but the fact is that he scored an own goal. So again, it's not the leadership that you need, is it? Obviously, Ronaldo coming back after he's been missing and not performing in the games he has been playing and gets his hat-trick. The first goal, what a quality goal. Just long distance, top corner. Lloris can't get near it. Just quality from Ronaldo and what you come to expect of him. I didn't actually give him man of the match yesterday. I'll get into that in a little bit. He's arguably up there and he probably should have got it, and he did get it officially, but I actually give it to someone else, which I'll get into in a minute, because I didn't want to just be obvious, and I think the other guy deserved it just as much anyway. He just didn't score, so I'll get into that in a minute. But Kane and Son weren't at their best. I thought Kulusevski was good again, and I think Reguilon caused problems. But on the whole, Kane scoring a penalty, obviously, but in open play, him and Son, I think we dealt well with them for most of the game, to be honest. So I think we did deserve at least a draw, as I said, but getting the 3 points was brilliant and much needed. So that's all we can do now for the rest of the season, is just try and get these 3 points and draws where we can, because other teams got games in hand on us. So let's get into player ratings. David De Gea, I give him an average. Didn't have a lot to do. Couldn't really do anything about the goals. And he got very close to saving the penalty from Kane. So I thought little to do De Gea. I'd give him an average. Delot, obviously, at one point he cleared a potential goal off the line. Maguire wouldn't have got there, and he was there to clear it. And yeah, I thought he was above average, Delot. It was good to see him get back in the team, because I don't think he should have been dropped in the first place. And I just think he's a lot better than Aaron Wan-Bissaka is. So Delot, I'd give him an average with a 6. Thought Varane as well, above average. I'd give him a 6 yesterday. I thought he was the most assured in the centre-back out of him and Maguire. Didn't really make any mistakes, I don't really think. So I thought he was decent. Like 6 for Varane. Maguire, 4. Obviously, he scores his own goal. But apart from that, I don't think he made as many mistakes as he has done recently. But the own goal was a big enough mistake, do you know what I mean? So he can't get an average for that. He has to get a below. And his pace was always a problem as well. So 4 for Maguire. Telles, I'd give him an 8. And he is actually my man of the match. I thought he was brilliant. I know the penalty comes from him, but that could happen with any player in a game. And he's been one of the best in the defence recently, consistently. He's a lot better on the ball with his delivery than Luke Shaw is, I think. And I'm glad that he's getting his chance, and I think he was absolutely quality yesterday. The Ronaldo header from the corner is from Telles' set piece from the corner. And I just thought he was really good with his delivery yesterday, and even his defensive duties, apart from that handball, which could happen to any player. So people are saying, oh, I can give it to him. He did the handball that led to the penalty. But like I said, that can happen to anyone. And aside from that, he was absolutely brilliant. And I think he deserved man of the match, even though I wouldn't be mad if you give it to Ronaldo. But I don't always base it on just because someone gets goals. So I thought Telles was brilliant yesterday, and he would be my man of the match. Give him an 8. Fred, I actually thought was very good yesterday. He got the assist for the first Ronaldo goal, which was that long distance strike. Flicks it around whoever the player was. Quick thinking from Fred, and I thought he was involved in a lot of the build-up play yesterday and didn't make as many mistakes as he does usually. So I thought he was actually one of his best games of the season this season for Fred yesterday. I'd give him a 7. And obviously he gets the assist for one of the goals. Matic, I'd give him an average. He is in the build-up for the Ronaldo tap-in that Sancho squared across the box. Matic put the ball over the top for Sancho to run onto. But I did see him make a few mistakes losing the ball yesterday, Matic, and I don't think he really stood out. But he was involved in one of the goals, but I feel like he still had an average game, to be honest. So I'd give Matic a 5. Rashford, I thought was poor again. Struggled to get involved in the game. Body language again. I just don't think he's what we need. I don't think he's good enough, and just went missing again in the game. So 4 for Rashford. Pogba also, I would give him a 4. I don't think he was involved enough. Went missing like Rashford did. And yeah, just expect more especially from Pogba. But I thought he was below average, so I'd give him a 4. Sancho, I thought was very good again yesterday. Involved in the square foot pass for Ronaldo with a tap in, and created a lot of chances and looked dangerous in doing so. And I'm glad that I think he's playing with a lot of consistency right now, which I wasn't sure he was going to get when we first signed him, even though he proved it at Dortmund. I wasn't sure because he was slow starting at United, but now I am impressed with him. And I think he's been one of the most consistent players other than De Gea, so I thought he was very good again yesterday, and I'd give him a 7, and obviously he got an assist too. Ronaldo, I'd give him an 8. You could give him man of the match. I wouldn't be mad at that, but I wanted to give it to Tellez. Gets his hat-trick. I think he only trained once this week, like properly, and he'd been out all this time. It's a difficult one. I don't think he has been good enough in recent games, but yesterday he was like the old Ronaldo was, and what you expect from him. And yeah, the header is a brilliant header, and the first goal itself. The second one is a tap-in, but the first and third goal, just absolutely brilliant from Ronaldo. Still doing it at a consistent level. 807 career goals now. He broke the record yesterday in terms of official goals registered under FIFA. What more can you say? 8 for Ronaldo. Lindelof, Cavani and Alanga come on as substitutes, and I give them all averages because I don't think they stood out and didn't really have a lot of time to do a lot. They were good enough, so average. And Ranić, I'd give an 8 to. I thought, obviously, we got the 3 points. I liked the starting lineup apart from Maguire and Rashford, and I was just, that's what I mean, like the lineup itself was my favourite lineup he's picked since he's been in control. And obviously we get the results and the 3 points against one of the so-called top 6, so vital win yesterday, vital 3 points, and I think he deserves some credit yesterday. So Ranić for me would get an 8. Man of the match, Tellez, and as I said, we go into that Atletico Madrid game now with more confidence than we would have done if we'd even drawn this game. So I think it bodes well. We still have to win that game, obviously, and get through, but I think we're in a better position mentally going into that game than we could have been yesterday. So all round happy, great result yesterday, even when we didn't play magnificently well, I don't think, at times. So man of the match, Tellez. And I'll see you guys soon. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, what you thought of the game. And don't forget, before I go, the target is 2,000 subscribers by the 1st of June. I can only do it with your support and your help, guys. So make sure you share the videos. Click the notification bell, make sure it's on, so you know when my videos drop. And share it to all your friends that will like the content. And I'll see you guys soon.